Ho, ho, ho. In the Santa way. Not in the slut way. If you guys are looking for a Christmas gift for one of your huggy pals, why not get them a Patreon membership? They get access to over 113 extra episodes. They can get discounted tickets for our tour shows. You can see all the live shows videos. So treat a hog to the Patreon, or treat yourself because you're also a hog. Slay.
Or treat a hoe.
Or treat a hoe.
Treat a freaking hoe.
Merry Christmas.
Bye. Episode 113 of Trusty Hogs.
No, wait, did we just get me saying you're going to blow your clit off?
Like, you don't say that on the podcast.
Never. I would never.
Helen Bauer, you would always. I'm Catherine Bohart. This is Trusty Hogs, a podcast where we tell you about our perfect lives.
With
and also where we try to tell you how to fix your lives when you send us in your problems. Occasionally we do that like, approx 2 years after you wrote in the problem, but we're really trying.
Are we?
Through the fog, step forth the trusty hogs. Yeah, you're gonna give them your problems and they will solve them, or maybe they won't, and that's your problem. They'll have guests and Andrew White on the tech. Oh, it's Helen and Catherine as the trusty hogs. Trust the trusty hogs, or maybe not.
We're trying.
It's a big day today.
Helen, how are you?
Yeah, thriving.
Why is it a
Thank
big
you.
day?
How are you?
Well, I'm a little bit pissed off, if I'm honest.
Oh, no.
Well, you looked...
Oh, let me say one good thing.
No, you walked in here and you were like, I've just been to the beauty salon. I even got a facial.
I
now,
did.
Helen, how many times in the last year have you agreed to get a facial with me, had me book the facials,
Oh, no.
and then had me cancel the facials, and then rearrange the facial, and then had me book the facial, and then had me cancel the facial, then had me book the facial?
Once.
It was 3 times.
Once.
Check your email.
Once.
Check your email.
You cancelled it for me. Once I cancelled it for you, and I said we both had COVID. DP.
Because it was your change of plan.
No memory. No
Yeah,
memory.
it was.
No memory. No
It
memory.
was.
And that was it, just twice. And I
You
did
went
actually.
from once to just twice.
Okay, but twice. Once me, once you.
But it's crazy that you both your cancellations.
No,
Yes,
Catherine.
yes,
No, Catherine.
Both your cancellations, and it's wild that you came in and just told me that you got a facial. Please tell me you didn't get it at Cowshed.
Yes, I went all the way up to Notting Hill
They have other ones.
to get a facial.
They have other ones.
No, I got it down the road from me.
Great.
Sorry, Catherine.
Also, it's reasonable that you might have gone to Cowshed since I bought you a voucher for it.
I know, but I want to use it with you.
Fuck you. No,
I do.
You don't.
I
you
do.
could have texted me. We could have got facials. Your eyebrows are moving weirdly. Explain yourself.
I got an eyebrow perm. Because I didn't know. No, right. Let me talk you
Why
through
are
what
they so
actually.
stiff?
No, fuck you. Let me talk you through what happened. Basically, I was supposed to be in Vienna this week. The trip crumbled.
Well,
It
yeah.
crumbled to fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, because everyone's got other things to do when they're flaky.
Okay. I mean,
Anyway.
arguably, my feelings about you and facials, but go on.
So no memory. So basically, I had these like couple of days free. So like I
Oh,
saw
did
a
you?
friend, I saw my cousin,
No text
and
from
it's
you?
like no, because
I
it was.
didn't get a call or a booking or a facial.
Do you want to do a facial this week?
Do I want to hang out? Yes. Do I know you've already had a facial? Yeah.
What's
So
the
never-
limit on facial numbers?
Fuck you. You can't have 2 in 1 week.
Yes, you can.
Only if you want to break out. You'll be full of oils.
I've already broken out.
Well, then don't stick more on there. We'll
no,
have it in
that's
the new
because
year.
you have to use BHA and AH in my cleanser, which I do now. Thank you to Sainsbury's.
Huh.
They sell face wash.
But just again, why are your eyebrows so crunchy?
Okay, so it was like 11 p.m.
They're like hard to the touch.
It was at 11 p.m. Tuesday night booking. And I was like watching something.
Wait, you went at 11 p.m. or you booked at 11?
No, I booked at 11 p.m. at night
Right.
on Treatwell,
Right.
which is like the UK's like you just
We're not
book in a beauty
sponsoring them when
service
they're not
anywhere
giving
you
us any
want.
money.
It's incredible.
They're not sponsoring us, so we don't need to advertise them. Go
Shout
on.
out Treatwell.
No, stop
So
shout outing.
basically-
Don't shout out big brands.
So basically,
So far, Sainsbury's and Treatwell have had a shout out, but I can't get a coffee? Can we please? Come on.
So basically, I was like watching something, and the woman in it got a facial, and I was like, I want to do a facial tomorrow, and I had nothing on in the afternoon, so I was like,
Fab.
great. So I went onto a website that helps you find beauty salons near you with available spaces the next day. Slay, like Treatwell.
No, we're slays.
Okay, so and I went on it, and I was like, oh my god, a facial. So I booked that in. And then I was like, oh, I'll have a look at what else they do. Because I was like, let's go crazy, right?
Yeah,
it's Christmas, let's treat myself. And I
Yeah.
was like, brow lamination or lamitation or
Lamination. You got it the first time. Yeah,
lamination,
yeah.
brow lamination. And I was like, ooh. So I assumed that was when they just sort of make it look like really tidy for like 4 to 6 weeks. And then that's it, right?
I assumed it's like put it in a little plastic pocket and then like run it through a machine and then you have them
You're happy with that.
rainproof.
You're happy with that. You know what they say? You get your facial little beauty salon, you get your brows laminated, Ryman. Am
Am
I
I right?
She's not wrong. It's just good, clean fun.
Yeah.
So
And it would be wipe clean fun if they were actually laminated. The point.
you like laminating too much.
I love laminating so much. I have a laminator.
But I genuinely thought that's what it was. Just 4 to 6 weeks of just sort of nice brows. So I like, you just like book it online. So I was like, okay, facial, and I got that. It was like a pure hydro facial because it was a deep cleanse option. I was like, I wash my face. I don't need that. I'm not wasting my money. Yeah, often.
Every day?
In poo. And then they booked that. Then the next morning they call me all in a tiz being like, wait. If you get your brows laminated, you can't have your face wet for 24 hours. Like, what are you doing with a facial as well as that? And I was like, I don't know what a brow lamentation is, actually. I'm just trying it out. I want facial, though. And they went, like, you've never even been here before. You have to get, like, a patch test if you're going to get your brows laminated. And I was like, what for, like, a brow? To get your patch test? Like, I'm not getting my eyebrows dyed. And they went, no, you get them tinted with it. And I was like, oh, I don't need that. Then they were like, right, do you want to just come in at 3 and we'll just see what we can do and we'll just tick off as much as possible? And I was like, okie dokie, my name's Helen. And the woman on the phone was like really laughing and you could tell she was like fighting to be professional. But by the 3rd phone call she'd given up. She was like, yeah, it's me again. You've really fucked this, babe. And I was like, this is so humiliating. So then I toddle on down to the beauty salon.
Okay.
And I go in and I've never been there before because I'm not really a beauty salon person. And I walked in, I was like, hi, I'm Helen. They went, oh, we know who you are. Because I've been a nightmare on the phone. And I get my facial and like obviously I forgot this about facials. They start by asking you what your skincare routine is.
Yeah.
And I know that you have to lie. Otherwise it's just like...
Well, you don't need to be told. We know what we're supposed to be doing.
It's
We're
like-
obviously not doing it.
So you have to be like, oh, I cleanse, tone, serum, eye cream, moisturize,
vitamin
morning,
C,
noon, and
hyaluronic
night.
acid. I'm doing eye creams. Whatever you need me to say so we can get on with this.
And then she was like, you're not using a vitamin C serum.
There it is.
And I was like, wait, because I thought I'd covered everything. I said multi-peptide.
Look,
I said
whoa,
matrixyl. I said
whoa.
hyaluronic. I said every word I could possibly think of that was like in GCSE science. And she was like really struggling. And then she went, you don't use vitamin C. And I was like, here we fucking go, bitch.
Oh my God.
So
they are there to
I now
sell,
have a vitamin
sell.
C
Of course
serum.
you do. Sell.
But I bought it at TK Maxx, so jokes on them.
Oh.
And I got this facial, and
Is
one of
it?
them was like a metal ball that made it feel like someone was massaging my brain, like wires were going into my brain.
In a good
But she said it was
way?
normal. So people usually hate it, and I was like, I fucking love it. If anything,
Okay,
love.
nice.
And then I got the brow lamentation. I was like, oh well, I don't need them
No, you
tinted
didn't
because
get
I've got like
a brow lamentation.
okay, what is it again? Lamination.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like.
And did they tint
So
them?
we waited. I literally sat in a pret for 2 hours waiting to go back to get my brows done. Because you can't do it straight away. I also spent £46 in a witchy shop on candles.
Wait, you
'Cause I
waited
needed
2
to
hours
fill
to get
some
something you
time.
didn't even know what it was at the...
I spent about £200
And they did
a
this
stay.
to you?
Yeah.
And what is this? Was
Turns out I've had my eyebrows permed, which means that now...
But they're not curly. They're so
no,
straight and
look,
stiff.
so what it is that, and then I didn't get my face wet for 24 hours.
Right.
Obviously, I vitamin C'd around it.
Of course.
But they're really strong. So basically, I can mold them into any shape I want and they just stay there. So like...
No.
Isn't that insane?
No, put that away. I don't
Can you
like
see that?
Oh
like,
my God,
I
that's
can do
hell.
anything because they've been permed.
What?
And then at one point
Why are
she
they
was
so
like,
crunchy?
remember your eyebrows, because they've been permed, you're going to need to moisturize them. And I was like, ah. And she was like, no, seriously, I'd condition your eyebrows. So yesterday I conditioned them with like Aussie 5-minute miracle
What?
on my eyebrows. So Neil says I look like a freak.
I mean...
And this is
time-
me now.
They're standing up straight.
Yeah, because that's how strong they are. So I think what it is, it's supposed to be for Gen Z, because you know they love that look. That look, the like I'm from a wind tunnel.
Did they- Elderly people also like that sometimes. Like those,
No,
those
they
women
don't.
who are being facelifted are like a wind tunnel-y.
Yeah, but not with the eyebrows. Like,
Sorry, you've just reminded me of the most horrific email I got yesterday, which
Go
we'll
for
circle
it.
back to. Well, okay, fine. You want to hear this?
yeah, because I think we're done with my eyebrows.
Oh my god!
Don't do it.
Can you?
Do not do it.
Can you put them back, please? They're freaking me out.
Is that right?
It's closer to
Yeah.
right.
So I have to have now. I've got to buy an eyebrow brush,
Well,
which God knows why that exists.
I
Well, now
really
know.
thought it would be news that I'd gotten my eyelashes and eyebrows tinted this
It is.
week because they look great. Thank you for saying so.
Also, don't you love that we
Um,
both went to the beauty
We were
parlor?
both like, it's Christmas, let's get some work done. No, but yesterday, get this. So I had a meeting with a production company, talked about an idea.
Which one?
I
Tell me
won't
what
get into
one.
any names.
Oh, I want to know.
I'll tell you after.
Okay, slay.
£5 for charity. So then they were like, great. They took notes while I talked. I was like, okay, we're really getting on. This is so good. It seemed like it went well. They emailed my agent afterwards and were like, so sorry, the channel's actually looking for a Gen Z lead on this. And I know that casting is protected and so it's not technically illegal, but like, yikes, I felt old. I was like, am I old enough for ageism?
Wait, just to check, this wasn't your script.
No.
Oh, thank God. I thought you were saying like you went in with your script. They bought the idea and then they went, but.
No, but they were like, it was like to front a documentary. It wasn't like,
Oh,
we need somebody to like, to take blood from for the elixir of youth to be made of. It was just like, we just need someone to walk down the street while talking to a camera.
And do you
I'm
think
not
they
that
sort
old.
of thought that you probably were young enough, but they met you in person and changed their mind?
No. Later on, genuinely.
Because they were clearly up for it. Otherwise, they wouldn't have wasted their time on the meeting. Oh, bless you. Do you think when they went in,
Straight
you were like,
afterwards, I was talking to Ellen about the bins at the
dear.
front because there's a bin situation and they don't feel like the regularity is clear to us all. And she was like, do you think this is why? And I was like, and then also when I went out to tell Ellen, I didn't tell her what job it was. And she was like, oh, is this about this other voiceover job that I didn't get? And I was like, no, it's about this thing. And she was like, oh, cool. And I was like, this is hell.
and did you
So
not
I
get
guess
the other
I feel
voiceover job because your voice is aging?
They gave it to a TikToker who's 21.
Slay. But that's different. That's in reference to a TikToker.
We will be donating all of these.
No.
We will be donating
Hang up.
all of these to Age UK.
No, I picked my charity.
This week it's Age UK. Last week it was yours. I have to listen to them. This week it is Age UK. Girlies, I'm too
Actually,
old
Age
for
UK is
comedy.
good. They
apparently,
need someone to talk to on the phone.
also can we talk about?
Those adverts.
They do. They need someone to talk to. They
so
just need someone. To,
lonely.
they are. So let's just give them their money, okay? Your money
They don't
specifically.
need money. They need people.
Oh my god.
Do you think they'd like this podcast?
They should totally listen to us if on a slower speed and quietly. But also
I'm
Helen,
going to volunteer for the phone lines.
I love Age UK. I volunteered for them during COVID.
Did
They're
you?
Great. Yeah. I just packed boxes in a warehouse every Wednesday.
Oh yeah, of course you did. I forgot about that.
But like it's such a worthwhile charity, and also like it's really appreciated, and it's.
I'm going to
nice.
get on the phone lines.
You'd be gorgeous on the phone
I'm going
lines.
to test how quickly they'll hang
You'd
up.
be gorgeous.
I'm lonely, but not lonely enough. It's all right, love. You're all right, love.
It's the yikes.
Tell me about the war.
Also, I wish there was a phone line system that just was an operator to put them in touch with each other. Because when you talk to like some of them, you're like, oh, I ultimately don't have enough in common with you. But if you could just talk to another older person, then you would do, and that'd be nice.
So sort of like not our problem. Just let them fix it amongst
No,
themselves.
I just mean like have a friend who's actually
Yeah.
lived through the wars
Yeah, but
you
Catherine,
have.
you're probably old enough. Hey, because we were talking. It's a callback to when you didn't get the job because you were too haggard. Hello.
Did you see Fern Brady's tour poster?
The milking one.
It's everything, and I am changing topic. It's everything. I personally will be going to see the tour show because I think she's the best comedian on the circuit, but also you should go see it just because of the poster. I'm sorry, it's
She's in Melbourne with
amazing.
us.
Yes, I know. She texted me. I'm so excited, but also seriously go see her tour. Oh, also this week, why do I do it every time? When I get anxious about something business related, I'll be like, I can cut my own layers. I know I messed it up last time, but I can do it.
But you can. Your hair looks so good.
No, but my hair only looks good because I had to go get a fucking blow dry, because when it dries curly, obviously, this is like here, and now I'm back to a fringe again. and I can't have a curly fringe again. It was a bad time of my life, and I regretted it then.
Oh my
And I still regret it
God.
now, but I won't do it again. So I guess I'm stuck in a blow dry loop until it grows again.
Wait, are you going to go back to like getting your hair blow dried once a week?
No, but like
Like an influencer.
like an old lady.
Like an old lady. Yeah. Just you with the ladies with the magazine racks. What's Kate and Will up to this week? Are they going for a fourth? She's a bit old now. I wouldn't risk it. I wouldn't risk it.
She's not Gen Z, I'll tell you that much.
Not with that
And
family
that's all
genetics.
anybody cares about. Oh,
Also,
God.
with Uncle Andrew running around, you don't want another nipper.
It's so funny that you.
Well, you wouldn't. If you had a paedophile in the family, you wouldn't bring in more kids,
Stop
would you?
it, Helen. You're right. You wouldn't.
You wouldn't. I'd
You
actively
wouldn't.
not. I'd be like, you know what? Fucking leave it.
Don't.
That's enough of a temptation.
Supply demand.
Call it where it is. That'd be mental. Get a dog. Get a dog.
Should we bring on our guests?
Oh, we could.
Guests to that. We're not bringing on our guests.
We brought on
with
guests
that.
to worst.
Love it.
Okay,
It's
fine.
like- but your hair genuinely looks amazing, and I
Yeah,
know you're
nice.
saying like it brings you back to the fringe time, but
Thanks.
I think you could do that yourself.
Thanks. I'll try.
Like blow dry and pull across, because it doesn't.
I'll try.
It's not as.
But I
fringy.
but I want it to be curly. I preferred it curly because it was getting somewhere, and now I'm just like, ugh, I don't want to mess that up. Anyway, look, we are where we are.
Look, we're
I-
beauty women. I had my hair done as well. We're all beautiful here.
Did you have your hair done?
Yeah,
Lovely. What did you have done?
did it myself.
What did you have done?
I didn't. Cut
Gorgeous.
and
dye?
yeah,
Yeah,
in
nice.
the maybe
Huh?
maybe it's
Hello?
highlights.
What?
What's it called?
Eek.
Balayage.
Is it?
I don't know.
Where?
Thank you, Valentina.
Lovely.
Once again,
Sponsored
I
by
do not
Sainsbury's.
remember
Huh?
what
Is
we
it?
did,
What?
but it looks lovely, and now I own rollers.
Did you book it on Treatwell?
No, I text her.
You didn't own rollers?
I now do for my first time ever.
So I'm old, but today you wanted to talk about, and you've written it on the board, Everybody Loves Raymond, and you
That's
own
so
rollers.
Can I talk about Everybody Loves Raymond in the extras? It's
Everybody
such a
does
good
love
show.
Raymond. Let's be honest, guys. It's a good show. So please, everybody, welcome Olga Koch! Hello, it's Catherine from TrustyHogs. I'm going on tour with a new show called Again with Feelings in 2024, and I beg of you, all I want for Christmas is for you to buy tickets, and you can totally palm it off as gifts for your loved ones, your enemies, your exes, your friends, your allies, your genuinely, I don't mind who, your teachers. Get them gifts for my show. They'll have a nice time. I'm a nice girl. I'll be nice, ish, and I think it's gonna be good. So you should probably also come. Do you want to come? Again with Feelings. You can find tickets on catherinebohart.com, or I've linked them in my Instagram bio.
Hello, it's Andrew White from TrustyHogs here, the podcast you're currently listening to. Obviously, I'm not often on camera, but if you'd like to see my face in person, I'm doing multiple gigs in the run-up to maybe Edinburgh, who knows, but definitely I'm doing previews nonetheless, which are in Glasgow and Leicester and several in London, and they're all on my website, and McCuntleth as well, all on my website, standupandrew.com. Especially, I'd like some support in Glasgow because it's such a far, far away, and I don't know anyone there, so please come to Glasgow, and anywhere else you are available to see. It's really hard, isn't it, doing a plug? Come see me, standupandrew.com. Thank you.
The Hogs are going on tour. We have a tour called Road Hogs. We're taking our live podcast show to cities near you, we hope. Come check us out. You can find out more about tickets on linktree.com/TrustyHogs.
Or trustyhogs.com/tour.
Hi. Olga! We have the same hair color. We're wearing the same top. We're wearing the same perfume. What's that about?
You guys, and I've got the same top as well, but no one wants me to be. I'm a twiplet.
A twiplet?
A twiplet.
What's that? A triplet, but a twin.
Let's do that thing. I'll count to 3, and then you say what you're thinking. We just
Okay.
did this in the Patreon, and it worked out really well.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
You're Khloe
Vicar of
Kardashian
Dibley.
and O.J. Simpson's actual father. But we're all sisters.
Oh my god.
But we're Kim and Courtney, so like our dad is Rob Kardashian. But you're like also a sister, but your dad is O.J.
They're
Simpson.
both bad dad options. Like
But
if I'm
if-
choosing,
If Chloe is adopted,
yeah.
or like
She's not
O.J.
adopted.
Simpson's kid, right? Wait for this. How the fuck does Tatum look just like Rob? That is really deep Kardashians knowledge.
Is
which I feel
Tatum
like
Chloe's son?
Tatum is Chloe's son. He's only a baby.
Looks
and
so like Brother Rob.
everyone comments how much he looks like little Rob Kardashian.
So much.
But all children look like other children.
No, this is like a specific face. This is like such a spec face.
I mean, I wouldn't rule out the fact that they would plastic surgery their own child.
But then
to get rid of the OJ rumors.
But they would have gotten rid of the Rob for surely. Just like they've tried to actually do with Rob.
I am excited with the Kardashians to see how aging goes. Like if one of them, like if
It's
Kourtney is so
going to be
natural,
wild.
if she's so natural,
not. What are you talking
will
about?
she just let it all go? Will she just go
No.
grey? Like, because she believes in just like natural, herbal, not putting anything toxic in her body. Like, do it.
There is a fabulous way to do it.
You don't think that she's put anything in her face?
Never.
Kourtney.
No, I think this is
Behave.
recent. I think the vegan stuff is recent. Surely she did lots of stuff before.
She definitely has, and she's definitely had some filler and some Botox.
Do you think she's had a brow lamination?
You gotta stop.
I've had my brows laminated yesterday.
Yes.
Do you want to feel them? They're really crispy. They're crispy.
Touch
They're
them?
so crunchy.
Where'd you get them?
Down the road from me.
That's interesting. And the direction was your choice?
I didn't know what it was. I booked it just for like banter. Like I was a bit confused.
She booked it with a facial, and they had to call her and be like, "No, baby girl, you can't wet your face and then have a facial and then have this. What are you talking about?"
So it ended up being a split appointment with me spending like a couple of hours in Pret in between. Just to feel it.
Wow.
And
it's
Richard
wild.
Oayade, he came to the Pret when I was in there.
I would thought he was getting his eyebrows laminated as well, and I was like, "Cuties!" Now
Me and
that's
all
some
the comics
twiplets.
just lined up. Olga, while I've been having my brows laminated and Catherine's been cutting her hair, where have you been this week?
Well,
Oh my god.
mere hours ago, I was at Disneyland Paris. Thank you very much.
Hours ago, you've
Yes.
come from the train.
No, hours. I mean, I came in last night.
Whoa! Did you have a good time?
Time of my life. Time of my
24
life.
24 hours, 48 hours in Disneyland before Christmas.
36, I would say. So we arrived first thing in the morning.
Holy
check
shit.
in, get in. 2 rides. Just
Did you use Bell Services or did you... Bell Services is where you leave your luggage at the hotel when you can't check in yet and still enter the park.
Well, our suitcases were so light that we didn't need to.
You took them into the
Wow.
park with you?
The second day, yes.
Oh my
We
god.
were thinking about it. Then we went to Pimp Kitchen, where everything is either too big or too small because you're Ant-Man. So we had giant pretzels and giant hamburgers and tiny little hot dogs. And that
That's
was
so
cute.
fun.
Yeah. It was inedible. All food at Disneyland Paris is so bad.
No, it's not.
It's some of the worst food I've ever
Even
had.
at Chez Remy?
Horrific.
Really? I've
Is
never gone to
it?
Chez
No,
Remy.
it's inedible.
And I've seen you
eaten at
eat,
every
may I
location.
say, anything. By which I mean we were in Scandinavia together, and they'd be like, "Meat soup," and Olga would be like, "Yes, please, meat soup, meat soup, meat soup, meat soup," and then the soup would come, and Olga would so happily. I've never seen anyone devour a cream-based meat soup
Oh,
with
wait,
such
what?
blind, like a lack
I'll
of
eat anything.
a complete blind lack of curiosity, and just like and also my favorite thing about you is when you're eating, you don't focus on there's no other focus. It's all food, baby.
No.
Me too. And then so the fact that you're saying it's inedible, I believe you.
Oh, I was like, I'll still eat it, but
you still ate it?
even for my standards, and I eat the way that like Looney Tunes just like devour
Yeah.
a supper.
Yeah.
I still
No,
can't.
I've sat with you, yeah. Just to check.
I love it so much though, because I'm exactly the same, except I have more questions about the food initially, whereas you're
No.
like,
But
not
French
me.
food in general is bad, and everyone talks about it
Whoa.
being good. It's bad. It's
What?
genuinely
That's not what
bad.
Olga said.
It is.
That
It
is not what
It's
Olga
the
said, and I
whole
disagree.
country.
No, it's all
It
butter.
is.
It's all great.
No, apart from the boulangeries, like apart from that, their restaurants, it's just oil and
You don't want a coq au vin?
What are you talking about?
a coq
Duck?
au vin.
Their duck is divine.
No, I like my duck crispy.
Oh no, comfy duck is fucking heaven.
What's
Coq au vin is
it
divine.
when it's confit?
It's cooked in its own fat. Oh fuck, it's so
No.
good.
French food is delicious.
What are you talking about?
I
It's
will
amazing.
say that I think we don't give Spanish food enough credit. We're always like
Hell
Italian,
yeah.
French, Italian,
Hell
French, and then
yeah.
you go into a
Hype the
tapas place
Spanish.
and you're like, whoa.
I agree.
But
I
French food
agree.
is technically, because like you know everyone talks about like French cooking being the best cooking in the world. It's not the food is the best, the cooking is the best because their produce is so bad that they had to come up with loads of ways of cooking stuff. So that's why everyone says French cooking is way more advanced than
And, like,
Italian cooking.
various sauces
But
and stuff.
Italian produce is so much better. So the only thing, like, it's just not good food. And the people are fucking trash.
Oh my god, you've escalated into anti-French sentiment
I
so much.
hate it.
Wow.
I I don't. Paris, we were there together. It's beautiful, and I will have like 5 croissants, but I don't want to go sit in a restaurant and oil and some sort of like vaguely cooked meat while someone's rude to me. I don't think so.
Pardon. Soup l'oignon is amazing.
Is that French onion soup?
So fucking good. It's so good.
Yeah, but whenever I think of French onion soup, I always think of my friend Frances, who's had French onion soup twice in their life, and both times had gas so bad.
Okay, I
Like,
did that to
so
myself. I ate
bad.
half a cabbage last week, and honestly,
Yeah.
You
okay,
ate half a cabbage.
Okay, can I-
Raw or cooked?
so I subscribe to Oddbox. I do the
Don't we all?
Oddbox mini,
Yes,
and
it's
I
very
love
good.
the Oddbox
Is
because
there a mini?
yeah, a
I
mini,
should go mini.
just for me. And then for me, it's like Supermarket Sweep or whatever it's called, or like Master Chef or Iron Chef when they give you a box and then you have to create. For me, it's like a challenge every week.
Yeah, agreed.
And so I got to the end of the
How do you
week
use it
and I
up?
got a cabbage, and I was
What
like,
kind of cabbage you talking?
just like a regular
Hispy, heart, like what? White, red.
white, I believe. And I just
What shape was it?
round.
Okay.
And so I cut it up in tiny little pieces, made a hash with like potato and then I ate the whole thing. And then 2 of the worst days of my life, to the point where when
You can't eat half a cabbage and not expect to get gas.
guys, no, you don't understand.
Like
it was,
skirt lifting.
it was. I put on a really thick, puffy jacket. Wait, the way that like Snoopy does in that cartoon. Do you know what I'm talking about? Where it's like a little igloo on top of him. So I was like on public transport, like surely I'm safe. I was not safe. I thought I was Dutch ovening myself, and even the thick jacket, the goose feathers couldn't hold it in. It was
I
unbearable.
honestly thought you were gonna be like, I opened it and bam.
Oh,
I didn't need to. I didn't need to, Catherine.
Whoa.
It permeated.
Yeah, the thick jacket.
Whoa.
I'm so sorry.
Whoa.
Don't be. We love that sort of stuff here.
Holy shit.
It was like once I realized that it didn't fear the thick jacket, I knew that I was never going to be safe.
Oh my
The cabbage
God.
hash sounds nice though.
It sounds so delicious. And I also love a coleslaw made with cabbage at
Yeah.
home. Divine.
Oh my God.
Yes,
Cabbage is
please.
just delicious.
Cabbage, carrots, mayonnaise, salt, loads of pepper, some
Tiny bit of
sunflower
sugar.
seeds. Don't mind if we do, but don't leave it too long or it's going to get all wet.
We don't like that.
I never buy cabbage.
Yeah, cabbage
Yum,
is
I fucking
like,
love
ever.
cabbage. I love cabbage so much.
cabbage is great. Or then when you do that thing where you just char it on the one side and it gets a little
With
little
her
burnt.
hispy cabbage?
Yeah.
Fuck,
yeah.
it's good.
I would love you to come over and do a little lesson with me and Sunil.
I would love to do that.
That would be great.
A miso drizzle
Oh,
on your
don't
hispy
even get me
cabbage.
started.
Oh,
Truly, I think miso has place everywhere.
I agree. Put
Like
it in
you could-
everything.
yeah.
In a
Oh,
white
that's how I feel
sauce
about
dressing.
mayonnaise.
Yes.
Oh,
Yep.
Yes.
I put it in broths.
Yeah, heaven.
Why not?
Heaven on
Why
earth.
Why are we making broths? Like, why are we making? What are we doing? What are we doing?
I'm so excited because we,
For what war?
we
For
finally
what
have a
war?
Catherine in the studio. We got a Catherine in the studio. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Yeah, I'll let you ferment things yourself.
I've been known. We all went through a
pickled?
lockdown. Yeah.
Sure.
yeah.
This is a good
Pickle,
one.
like,
Have you ever been to a Pilates class?
Of course.
Yes!
Catherine,
I finally feel at home.
Very
I
similar
know.
people.
I finally feel so happy. She was mocking me so hard before you got here.
For
It's
what?
just,
No.
you know, for being myself. It was, you're good, clean, old-fashioned bullying. And it's so nice to have another in the gang. It's like, yay.
this is making me feel really nervous for all of us to be in Australia together next year.
Why?
Because I feel like it'll be you two doing a
No.
Pilates class and
Yeah,
then
it will, but
having
you'll be
a
asleep.
miso broth.
Yeah.
And then just me.
Aren't we living in the same house, you and I?
I
We're sharing a
think
flat.
we're
I
going to
think
be
we're-
separate from everyone else. It'll just be the two of
Yeah,
us.
yeah, definitely.
But
I'm
it's
okay
going
with
to be
that.
very
Me too.
simple. There's an FS8 in Australia. Olga and I will get up. We'll do our Melbourne Pilates class. Olga will already know where the best place for brunch is. We'll meet you there. Then
Yeah.
we'll do an activity that Olga's planned.
Yep.
Then we'll eat at a lunch place I pick.
Yep.
And then we'll all go do our shows. We'll have had a gorgeous day.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. That sounds like the ideal life.
Olga does pick really nice places to eat.
Yeah.
We did an ice cream tour of Sydney.
Fuck yes.
It
We're
was
gonna have a lovely time.
incredible.
Fuck, it's the best donut place ever is in Melbourne. I can't wait to take you. We're going to have the best time.
Donut. Ooh. And then we're gonna really get acquainted with Australian wines to the point where we have a favorite by the end of the trip.
I'd love to do it. We can also do, I can drive, so we can do a vineyard.
Oh my
Like
God,
that
let's go to a
Australian
vineyard.
wine bar you took us to on the last night in Perth with
Yes,
little Joshy
please.
Pugh.
Yeah. But that was just the
Yes.
one time. I say we like really get to know the local wineries.
I'm into that. Yes, please.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
I remember Phil Wang.
Activities, Mom. It's nice.
I think.
Yeah, but Olga knows this. I can only join her for half the activities that she plans. In a
Oh yeah,
day.
but I'm okay with that.
no
I
one.
would say me too. I don't drink enough water for your level of energy, but I will be up for working out.
She
Let's
is an
do it.
egg whilst walking to ensure that she's got the energy for the third gallery of the day.
I do actually really respect the hell out of it.
I
It's just
love
a good
free
protein
walking
source.
tours. My
Yeah.
free walking
Me
tours is my
too.
shit.
Oh my God, we should do a walking tour. I'd love to. Also, you can do
Like
like,
a ghost tour, you know, like.
but you can do
not
all
mad.
kinds of walking tour. We could do a ghost tour. We could do a feminism tour. We could do a queer history tour. We could do.
Not doing a
we could do
feminism tour.
We could do like. I'm sure
Are
we
you
could
doing
do.
Brisbane as well?
No, God.
Okay,
no.
when we're doing
We're
Brisbane,
in
we're
Brisbane.
going to Warner Brothers World. They have
This-
a Scooby-Doo roller coaster.
This is different. That I
That's
will always be
cool.
at a
That
theme
is
park.
cool.
That is
Scooby-Doo
different.
roller coaster.
That's cool as
Sorry,
hell.
I just want to contextualize why I just randomly said the words Phil Wang 2 minutes ago.
Yeah. Come on.
Did you? Did you?
Phil Wang.
Did you? I didn't even hear it. What's that about? Is that a weird erasure I've done? What's that? You
I
just
believe
said
his
I don't hear
mastermind
men's
subject
names.
was wineries of New Zealand, and I think basically that's what I want, where I want us to get to at the end of Melbourne.
What would your mastermind topic be?
American Pie. And I'm looking for something a little more
Nice.
classy. What was yours? You did
Mine was Vita Sackville West.
Huh?
A like polyamorous queer writer.
Okay, that's
Who-
very cool.
yeah.
That's very cool.
But she was also like super problematic and like very classist. But she was with Victoria Woolf or Victoria Woolf. Whoa, Virginia Woolf. Who the fuck's Victoria Woolf? Virginia Woolf for a while.
Have you been to the estate in Sussex?
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing?
It's absolutely exquisite.
It's fucking
It's absolutely
crazy.
exquisite.
It's
The
so
gardens
good.
are amazing.
so good.
I
It's
actually
so
went and told them I was doing the mastermind, that as my mastermind topic, and they gave me zero special treatment, and I respect the hell out of that. They were like, cool.
I've been to
And I was like,
Sussex. Okay.
I am not the first woman to tell you this. And they were liars, but I'm the real mastermind. Or something. I was like, no, I really am. And they're like, okay. Yes, Sissinghurst is beautiful.
I think I'm talking about something else. Is it the one in Essex, in the south? What is it? What's the one in Lewis?
It's now confirmed it's not Sissinghurst.
But I want to go there. You
It's
should,
really good.
you should go to Sissinghurst, though. It's
I will go to
It's
Sittinghurst.
so gorgeous.
Helen, do you want to go to Sittinghurst with
I'm
me?
literally no interest.
Sissinghurst.
right now.
It's so good. The history is phenomenal. And it's like both of them were having queer affairs all the time.
Yeah.
Olga,
And-
you know which day trips you take me on. You take me to see animals.
Yes, I'm going to take you to Warner Brothers World, and I'll take you on the Scooby-Doo roller coaster.
Yes.
I drove by Bird World the other day. Birdland.
I'm going.
I drove by it because Helen. Oh my god, I hate when I confuse you and Ellen. Ellen and I went to the New Forest and we saw wild ponies and wild
That's my
pigs.
county.
Heaven. So we were coming back through Fleet Services, and so Helen,
As you should.
I
Helen
As you
did
should.
receive a message.
obviously
yeah.
received a message from Ellen being like, "Looks like we made it." Whatever the song is. And then but we saw it, and I thought of you.
Bird World, with the Terry Pratchett Owl Parliament.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Very
Bird,
nice.
And a
bird is the
dino
world.
bamboo maze. Taking Sunil for his 43rd in January. Very
What's your
excited.
mastermind subject? What would it be?
Gilmore Girls.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't been asked.
I think
but-
it's probably been done.
Even though I did watch University Challenge the other night
Nice.
with
Did you get some
Sunil.
questions?
10.
Fuck, well
No
done.
joke, 10. And I was like, but I said, oh, I'll put on an easy episode. And he was like, they're all the same. And I'm like,
No.
you handicap like in golf, right? You're not going to give Oxford and Cambridge the same questions you're giving Loughborough and Hull. Like, that's mental, right?
No,
and
Helen,
he was
they
like, no, it's the
do.
same question. No, you have to handicap it like golf.
No,
Surely.
Helen, they
That's
do.
not fair.
You forget that the people who get on their university challenge teams in their universities are the smartest people in their university.
Oxford Brookes. Oxford Brookes. Like, I know I didn't go to university, but
No, but either
But-
did
sorry,
they.
one
but
second.
neither did they. Come on.
Brooks. And I know this because my cousin Sophie sounds a bit thick and she went to actual Oxford, but she'd be like, I went to Oxford, and everyone goes, oh, Brooks. And she's like, no.
The amount of people who do say they went to Oxford and it is Brookes, though, and you're like,
Do people do that?
oh my god,
There's
if you
no way.
have you never worked in marketing? Let me tell you, all of those women say Oxford, and you're like, oh, okay, great, get it, girl. But
No
then
fucking
then
way.
I obviously immediately Google, and it is Brookes.
You're the worst.
Sorry, if somebody can't attach an attachment, and it's fine. Am I trash?
No.
You
They do
started
Tell us more about Sissinghurst.
Beautiful. And by the way, wait till you watch my mastermind where I completely implode. I also didn't go to Oxford, and I'm terrible at quizzes and terrible at television quizzes, and I completely freak out under pressure. They're like, what fish goes on pizza? And I'm like,
Anchovy.
sardines? I lost my mind. I was answering questions ago. I'd be like, oh my God, I was awful.
But did you win?
No.
Oh.
Have you never seen me on a TV quiz?
But don't they like make it easy for celebrities?
Yeah.
Oh, honey.
I know. I came last on House of Games.
I still think you picked a really hard subject.
I did
as
well on
your
my subject. I
expert
did well on my
subject. So like
specialist
that
subject.
would have taken so much time to research. To then do like obscene general knowledge
No,
learning
but
would have been
which
tricky.
fish goes on a pizza?
Yeah, anchovy.
Why is that being asked of you?
Oh,
'Cause they think that's an
they
easy
make
question.
them easier as you get more wrong, I think.
Oh.
Oh, and you got down to what goes on a pizza? I didn't know that.
Listen, if I went to university in Oxford and I didn't, I would have gone to
Brookes.
Brookes.
Brooks. Shout out to all our listeners who go to Oxford Brookes University. You guys are going to do
the
great.
worst thing is with me, people would be like, you mean Oxford University? And I'd have to be like, no, Brookes, because people think I'm smarter than I am. I don't know why.
Wait, you didn't go to Brookes though. You went to Trinity.
No, but my point is, the general interaction I have with people is that they assume I'm smart, and then they have to discover I'm stupid.
But
which
Trinity
a real
is the
shame.
best university in Ireland. What the fuck are you talking about?
No!
You know, I was very good. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a really good
I should say I was
university.
very good.
Good
at
for you,
school.
Catherine. Good for you. Hey now. Hey. That's great. With all of your OCDs and your mental stuff, like that's amazing. You got into a big university.
And I really floundered there because
well
of my
done.
mental illness.
Well done. Hey,
No,
pound
not
it.
gonna fist pound you on that
Okay.
one. What I will say is this: I was
Oh, God, I'm really pleased.
I was
I'm
re-
proud as punch.
I was really good at school because it's spoon feeding, and I had OCD, so I hated the way the books were formatted, so I would write them out again so that they were just in black and white. And
You rewrote books by
yeah,
hand?
I rewrote the book so that I didn't
She
have
was
to look
super
at the
popular.
You know, no, I wasn't. I had no friends, and
That's where you got all your wrist work from.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. And
Wait,
it
what's
is
wrist
true
work?
for the
Fingering.
lesbianism?
Oh, it's a
and
gay thing,
so,
okay.
and my girlfriend the other day was like, "Oh my god, do you remember when you were so embarrassed of your mom?" And I was like, "Oh no, I remember my mom being slightly embarrassed of me." And I was like, "Oh wow, I was a tragic teen." But anyway,
At the best university in Ireland.
but no,
So who else went
but
there?
then I got
What's the
in-
alumni?
Sally Rooney.
Sally. Oh, from normal
Normal
people.
people, yeah.
Good for
Not-
you.
Yeah, well, yeah. I should say that
Breed Kirby, your agent.
Yeah, I knew Breed
Yeah,
went
I
there.
should say that when I went there, I then was terrible. I imploded completely.
Which
Did
major?
like Oscar Wilde and stuff go
History.
there?
And then you did drama school after that.
I did theatre at night at the Gaiety, and then I went to I did an MA at Central.
Did
I could really multitask. I had a full-on mental breakdown. I went from a mental institution to drama school, and they were not different enough. May I say?
Ooh.
A lot of people thinking things they could easily
For
say. at
anyone who
both.
wants more context on that, watch Girl Interrupted,
Yeah.
starring Angelina Jolie.
What monologues did you do to get into drama school?
Great
I
question.
did Merry Widows, and
The Merry
if I know
Wives
what
of
that
Windsor.
no Merry Widows.
Who's that?
Am I losing my mind?
No, we're just dumb.
That's a Shakespearean play, right? No, it's a Jacobean play. It's a Jacobean
Oh,
play.
okay.
Um,
It's probably a Marlowe.
is it Merry Widows?
It's probably a
Am I
Marlowe.
losing my mind? Why do you make me this? This is why I'm not smart, because everyone's like, you're wrong, and I'm like, okay, am I? Yikes! I just gaslight myself. And I can't remember my modern monologue. Gosh, what was it?
What would yours be, Helen?
Modern monologue.
Yeah.
Probably L words in the courtroom.
The musical,
What
though.
was my monologue?
Yeah. Because we know you cannot get your hair wet for at least 24 hours, which means you would have had to find her with the gun in her hand to make your story plausible.
Yeah!
Which means I didn't mean to shoot him. I thought it was you walking through the door.
You're doing every character.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh
just
my
Ellen
God.
Chutney.
That suit with the newspaper coverage on it, the black
Yeah.
and white suit in the film, is fucking
That Brooke Wyndham wears?
everything. It's everything. No, but I don't remember what my modern monologue was. Sorry, but a man.
What would you do now?
Now, Aaron Brockovich, obviously.
Ooh.
Yeah, of course.
I like that.
Just to get to play it. Sure.
Which part of Erin Brockovich?
Her
At the
big
beginning.
monologue about when she remembers all their phone numbers and then she goes through all the victims. You've seen Aaron Brockovich.
Yeah, I have. It is I can't find a single play called Merry Widows.
Or I might do the Kevin moment from the from Home Alone.
Just that one. line.
Oh, that's so good.
Really easy to remember, but an iconic performance.
No, one word.
Yeah.
I had a one-word audition, a self-tape the other week, and I didn't get it.
No.
I couldn't say
You didn't
one.
get
I
it?
couldn't say one word well. And the word was Mom. That's
Oh, so it wasn't plausible.
Mom.
couldn't do it.
Wait, what
Couldn't
would
do it.
you?
I can't act. I
If you
cannot
were
act.
auditioning for drama
Yesterday I
school,
got turned down for a job because I'm not Gen Z.
Why would you audition for it?
I didn't.
Sorry,
They asked me
sweet.
for the meeting. They asked me for the meeting. They asked me for the. Fuck you both.
I think they brought her in because they thought she'd be right for it. Saw her up close and went, "Nah, let's leave it at that."
I
That's
look younger
insane.
than my years. It was obviously my attitude.
It must be a
Helen.
filter on Instagram or something.
No, my face was fine. It was my vibe that was old.
Well, should we hear from
Don't
Olga
say
what your modern monologue would be?
I'd do the Gone Girl one. Cool girl. what? Waxes her pussy raw. Come on, Rosamund Pike, Gone Girl.
so good.
I mean, I've seen the film. I don't remember
Do you
the
remember?
monologue.
Okay, so then when she gets away, when she disappears, there's like a voiceover of her
Yes.
talking about how she he can't believe that he's cheating on her because she's
Yes.
she created
She's
this
Amy,
cool girl.
cool Amy,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, and then
Amazing Amy.
yeah, and even if cool girl gets cheated on, even though she kept herself a size 0 and ate burgers and drank beer, and he still cheated on her. Fuck man, fuck him. He doesn't deserve to be happy. But the monologue is so good. At some point, I remembered it by heart, and I would wake myself up and say it in the mirror every day. So I think it's still somewhere in there.
That sounds cool and normal. Nice.
I thought I was in the same
Were you
place.
Elle? No, you are, and you
Cool
are.
girl.
Cool
Do you all
girl.
want to audition next year for fun?
You think we're not auditioning at the moment?
Should we know? Should we
What are we
all? Should we
auditioning
all?
for?
Should we all?
There's an
audition
audition I didn't
for-
know about?
Should we all
Who
audition for?
booked that?
Let's all audition for RADA next year.
Let's do it. Let's
Like
fucking-
genuinely.
Drama school,
Yeah.
I'd love to.
And let's wear hidden cameras on on a little badge or something.
Yes.
And
Yes.
let's see who gets
Yes.
in.
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
we're all.
Going to
I
be
think
or
we're
not
all
to
full
be.
scholarship.
I
Yeah,
always-
and my classic I'll do to be or not to be. Bit of Hamlet. That's what I do. No, I know what my classic would be. I would do. Ready for this? Well, obviously, Anne's Bow School of Drama and worked at the National Theatre, but I would do Joan Lapucelle from Henry VI Part 1. It is when Joan of Arc
Yeah.
is she's facing her sentence.
She's like 17.
and she's yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Yep,
she's
yep,
facing her sentence, and then she's like going in between being like, I'm pregnant. No, I'm not. I'm not like I am. And she's all confused. And I think I'd do that wonderfully. That, and then Elle Woods and Chutney. Don't you shake your little Prada pump at me, sweetie.
Yes. Gender swap for the win. The Merry Wives is a fucking play, right?
The Merry Wives
Yes,
of
yeah.
Windsor. Yeah.
Okay, then what am I thinking? What is The Widows?
Oh,
The
give-
Witches
see if
of
I can
East-
Google something.
Jacobean Widows play.
The Merry Wives of Windsor.
What's
No,
the what's
that's-
the
it was
estate called? Is it
Jacobean.
Charleston. Charleston Estate. That's what it's called. Thank you so much. No.
The Widow.
No, it was a Jacobean. I'm gonna go home and find it on my shelf and be like,
It might have
"Fuck."
been an Irish thing.
No.
The Puritan or the Widow of Watling Street.
No. No.
Can I tell you a crazy
I'll
thing
come
about
back to you.
Charleston?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Vanessa
The
Bell.
dance or the place?
No, the place. So Vanessa Bell, Virginia Woolf's sister, had a husband who was like, whatever, right?
Yes.
He just kind of allowed her to be herself.
Is this the one I read the book of? The Virginia Woolf, she wrote that essay about like women throughout the years, like women novelists that I read. Is that her?
I don't know.
The one with the nose in the film.
Yes, that's Virginia Woolf.
Yeah.
That's
Her
Virginia
sister, Vanessa Bell, had lived in Charleston with her husband. They had a few children.
North Carolina.
No, Sussex.
Okay, good
Sorry,
for her.
I'm so sorry. So basically, she had a gay best friend. He also was famous. Also had a name. I don't remember. Duncan something. I don't remember. Anyways, so she
Who needs queer history?
She no. If it's a man, I don't care. I remember Vanessa Bell's and Virginia Woolf's names.
Nice.
So Vanessa Bell had a gay best friend who also visited. She had a baby with that gay best friend. She decided to sleep with him as a laugh, and she got pregnant from that. One time
See,
they had
Andrew,
sex with
people
each other.
do it. It would be fun.
For fun. But then she told everybody, including the daughter, that she is the husband's daughter, not the gay best friend's.
Oh,
Are we
dear.
following?
I
Yeah,
am.
we're
The
with
gay
you.
best friend at the time had a boyfriend who was a little younger. Tee hee ha ha, everybody's having fun with each other. Later on, the daughter is convinced that she is her dad's daughter.
Oh my god.
Starts dating the boyfriend
I
and
knew this.
marries
I did
the
know that.
boyfriend. Isn't that the craziest thing in the world? No one told her. And then she found out and she was like, I'm sorry, I am now married to my biological father's ex?
Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't
I
that
did know that. I
wild?
was like, this is getting so close to information I do know, and there it is.
Yeah,
there
yeah,
it
yeah,
is.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. Ding, ding, ding.
Isn't that wild?
We must tell our children who their biological parents are.
must.
Because that, honestly, is almost best case scenario.
It really is. You're right. You're
That-
She's
yeah.
not wrong.
People end up marrying their siblings all the time, every day.
Yeah.
Every day in Britain, someone marries their
And my
sibling.
brother won't date me. What?
Every day.
Wait, what? You
And
both
it is a
You won't
pandemic
date
in itself.
No, listen. I think you're making it very.
Should we do a problem? Because I feel like this is getting really...
Every
This
day in
is
Britain.
mad.
Yes, I'd love to.
But thank you for History Corner, Olga.
I hope you enjoyed.
Yeah, and I've loved learning about Sissingham.
No, Sissinghurst and Charleston.
Sissinghurst and Charleston, somewhere I cannot wait to visit in the new year, along
No,
with the
two
Royal
separate
Wesley
places.
Gardens.
Two separate places.
No, I actually would like to go. Can you take me?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Okay, can I have a sausage roll?
Charleston, I'd love to go to. We can go together.
Have a sausage roll.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
We can visit my dad.
No, thank you. Let's go.
Well, two things before we
Wait. Sorry. I'm so sorry, Andrew. It's just because we haven't had Olga on since episode 3, and I just forgot. What kind of advice do you think you give?
Oh God, what kind of advice? Toxic.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Also, my favorite thing about you is that before you give the advice, you hypothesize about an even worst case scenario than I've already made the counterfactual. So I'll be like, whoa, we are dealing with a much worse situation than I am. And then you're like, here's my solution. And I'm like, nothing can save me except you. It's really impressive.
You could be marrying your dad's
yeah,
ex-boyfriend.
exactly. And that would be the best case scenario.
It really is.
So we
though.
work from there. Andrew.
That was one of the things, asking Olga. Some widow plays. The Widow, The Widow's Tears, The Duchess of Malfi, Women Beware Women, Pity She's a Whore.
Tis Pity She's a Whore is the full title there.
It just says Pity She's
Andrew,
a Whore.
I
It's
said
tis.
I will check it on my shelf when I get home and get back to you.
Oh, sorry, I see.
No,
way
that's
Catherine's
fine.
wrong.
I don't remember. My memory's terrible.
Okay.
But I spoke to a doctor and I'm not menopausal, so it's not that.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. Very
I was
kind.
really worried about it. I think it's my medicine for my crazy brain.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think it's making my brain bad.
this is actually we do a clarification, a corrections corner actually.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Do we?
Yes. So
We
on
good.
the last episode with Gary Bryan, we had a trans male listener who was worried that going on testosterone would make them go through the menopause. We have had somebody comment to correct that is actually a myth.
Is it?
Yes, and people can go on testosterone, transition, and then pause T and still have children afterwards. So it's not the be all and end all. I think that's a very important thing to just clarify on pod.
I didn't
That's
know
a
that.
really good
Interesting.
clarification.
So
Yeah.
you can take testosterone, but then you can pause it if you want to use like the biological female aspects of
Yes.
Interesting.
And there's a documentary by Freddie McConnell called Seahorse, which is all about it.
Oh,
Seahorse.
That's such a good name as
I
well.
love that. It's a great name.
That's clever because the male seahorses are the ones that get pregnant.
And because they can change gender.
Can they?
Yes.
Thank you
Crazy
to
world
Rosie
out
Jones
there,
for
isn't
that
it?
comment.
Oh, wow.
Thank
Who?
you to
Rosie Jones, not
Thank
the
you-
Rosie Jones.
Thank you to
but-
Rosie Jones.
Yeah. our queer Lord and Savior. Please. Amazing. Thank you, Rosie. Go on, Andrew. Give
and
Olga a problem.
Speaking of queer lords and saviors, hopefully you can save this queer person. Yeah.
We liked it. It was nice. Smooth. As butter.
This is from this is from M.
Hi,
Hi,
M says, I am currently living abroad in a slightly homophobic country where I have been forewarned against public homosexuality.
Oh no.
I laughed it off mostly, and as a chronic singleton, assumed it wouldn't come up. But I've started seeing a girl quite seriously, and she recently expressed, in a very respectful way, that she wonders why I'm sort of ignoring her advances, and whether I'm okay with being touched, /kissed, /held hands with in public. I am worried about stares from other people and feeling safe here, but it also feels mean to sort of pass off her entire country as homophobic when I know that 100% isn't the case. Any advice, I love your podcast, by the way, is getting me through living abroad. Cheers, M, 20-year-old uni student.
I think fuck on the street, and then when you're holding hands, you won't feel anything about it because you've already fucked. Would you not say that?
You've really never been a subject of this, have
Probably
you?
go to the
No.
extreme and then just sort of like wind back from there. Do you not reckon? Like, you're not going to feel awkward holding hands after you've done a rim job, you know what I mean? So what country?
It doesn't say.
Oh, no, there's no country where that's cool.
Come on!
No,
Las
she asked me
Vegas?
whether the climate allows you to have a rim job in the street.
What climate would you... Oh, like a really hot one?
Yeah,
it'd be too wet, wouldn't it? Yeah. Have to have a towel each, and then you're fucking packing the whole day out. Yeah, it'd be mad. Yeah, hand towel, though. This is scary.
Well, I'm glad we came up with that solution.
Yeah.
First of all, may I say, I am... Just anybody describes themselves as a chronic singleton when they are 20 years old, you're just young. You're a young girl. You're a young woman.
But you never know. Look at me. It can happen. Be careful.
No, you gotta watch it, obviously.
Yeah, you
if you
must be
haven't had a
very
public rim
careful.
job by the time you're 22, then you are a fucking spinster.
No, I've had a public win. I'm not
But-
a moron.
No, of course. And so that's why I still have hope for you. But Olga,
Why me?
do you have any thoughts on this?
Do I have any thoughts on this?
Why
Exactly.
me? It wasn't because you're Russian. Go.
No, that's literally what I'm imagining as a person who grew up in Russia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it makes sense to me that you would be hesitant. It also makes sense to me that you wouldn't want to negotiate with terrorists and sort of please people who are actively homophobic
Yep.
in not being outwardly gay. So my only piece of advice is to have a frank and open conversation with your partner about this.
Agreed. That's really good advice.
Yeah, because right now it sounds like she's taking it personally when in fact the reason isn't personal.
And also, it seems like you are worried about offending her culturally more than like speaking to her I think quite openly. And I think what you can say is what you have said in that message, which is so well articulated, which is that you were pre-warned, which has put you on like into a hyper-vigilant state. And you can check with her, A, if that rings true, given she's a queer person who's lived there and presumably has more experience. B, if it's safe to challenge that. C, if you as a pair feel comfortable taking on that burden. And then also you can reassure her of your actual sentiment and feeling towards her, even if you decide to continue being, making a choice about safety. Then you can at least be like, it's no,
Buy
no
pepper
reflection on
spray.
you.
And then if someone's
Right.
ever rude, you can
Right.
just spray them.
Right.
Then it's
Right.
you've got the solution if it does happen.
I think it's the problem is you can't pepper spray, say, for example, the police or like a very big aggressive man, maybe who's bigger than you. And can
No,
take it off you.
it really blinds them.
No, sure. It's like a case of who are you subject to in this situation?
Yes.
Honesty is the best policy.
I say that too.
Apart from when you're cheating, never tell.
Yeah, don't tell. Don't tell.
They don't need to know.
It's not worth it.
Is that true?
Yeah.
No, you should
No,
always-
because you're not telling them because you care about them. You're telling them so you don't feel guilty. So it's really selfish to
Like
tell
Rihanna
them.
Yeah, just break up with
Unfaithful.
them.
Because he knows that he knows I'm unfaithful and it kills him inside to know that I am happy with some other guy.
Exactly that.
I can see him dying. Shout out Rihanna.
Shout out Rihanna indeed. Girl, if you're listening, hey. Hi.
Could you imagine?
Thanks for listening.
Could you imagine?
Thanks. You did so good at the Super Bowl.
Pregnant too.
Yeah.
Did you do it this year?
No, come on. You know this. Last year.
Last year.
Wasn't it last year she
Yeah.
headlined?
This
And
year it was
pregnant?
like rap royalty.
I know who's doing the Super Bowl
Can you
this
please,
year.
what are you picking at? While you
Spot
look
on
at
my
me.
left.
Stop it, please stop it.
Oh.
Full eye contact while you pick it. That is like a no-go for me. Sorry, I couldn't cope. Like, don't touch it with your fingers. Don't look at me while you do it.
Olga's lived with me. Can you tell her that I'm not gross? Can you tell her I'm not gross?
A word from our sponsor. Her granddad invented Zavaric, so this is
And still here we are.
Thank you so much to Olga Koch.
Olga Koch, everybody. Cabbage Queen.
Olga, can you tell us all about your wonderful new podcast and your wonderful tour and everything else that you're doing that's so sick?
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited. This
A
really
pleasure.
does feel like home. My name is Olga.
Yes.
You can find everything that I'm doing at rockandrollga.com, which is my
Rock and
website.
Rollga.
I am on tour. I'm going all over the United Kingdom as well as Australia and New Zealand. Hello. I also just started a podcast in this very studio produced by the very lovely Andrew and godmothered by the TrustyHogs ladies.
Thank you.
It's called Family Jewels, and me and my best friend in the world, Charlie Dinkin,
Who's also been on the podcast. We all know Olga and Charlie.
We know who and directs our comedy shows.
There you go.
She's amazing.
grill guests about their family history, and the very first episode is with Helen Bauer, and phew, there are some secrets uncovered.
I'm telling you, that skeleton is someone he murdered. And we'll leave it there.
Okay, amazing. Family Jewels. And what's your tour show called?
It's called Prawn Cocktail.
Woohoo!
And I guess in
so
Australia
good.
it's going to be Prawn Cocktail on the Barbie.
It's,
Yeah.
it's
Are you
genuinely...
actually?
Can you imagine?
That would be so good. Genuinely, one of my favorite shows that I saw at the Edinburgh Fringe. It was incredible.
It is
That's so kind.
fucking
so good.
brilliant,
It's
this show.
so good.
It's so funny.
Catherine saw it, and Helen lived it.
And saw
Aw,
it.
that's nice. It's good to get a recap.
I saw it and lived it. I decided to do the double.
That's important. That's important. Everyone, give it up for Olga Koch.
Yay! Thank you so much to our executive producers, Guy Goodman, Simon Moores, Mary Fox, Annie Tonner, Sarah Deakin, Oliver Jago, Anthony Conway, Matthew Thomas, and Madeline Quinne.
And thank you also to our producers, Richard Bicknell, Elle, Richard Bowles, Neil Redmond, Victoria Hutchison, Harald van Dijk, Tim and Dom, David Walker, Rachel R, Sadie Cashmore, Claire Owen-Jones, Jess Nick, Zoe, Sarah and Molly, Raia Fink, Cordelia, Rachel Page, Helen A, Tina, Linsey, Graham, Marsh, Amy O'Riordan, Abbie Worf, Kie Web, Matt Sims, Luke Bright, Leah, Kate Spencer, Tristan, Liz Sport, Taz, Chloe, Becky Fox, Emily G, Dean Michael, Glennis Wood, Stephanie Catraccia, Sophie Chivers, Mark, Anthony. Why won't you separate them? Carrie Sooth,
I
Charlie.
can't believe you did it 2 weeks in a row. Sorry, keep going. I believe in you. Sorry to the producers.
Carrie Sooth, Charlie A, KC, Haley Worf. Thank you all so much!